Hello, everyone, and happy blue moon to each and every one of you. My name is Emily Harrison. I am the founder and director of the Akashic Academy, as well as an Akashic Records mentor. So I train other light workers in the realm of the Akashic Records to expand their current healing modalities. The records are the space of consciousness where all information has been stored from a perspective of unconditional love and zero judgment. And when I say all information, I mean all of it. Every detail of our past, our present, all possible futures exists within this living, breathing matrix of energy. So because this is a live matrix of energy, it has a life force behind it. It also has a consciousness, which can provide healing energy as well as the wisdom, the guidance, and the clarity that we tune into the space of the records to receive in our life. Earlier this week, I posted on my Facebook page, the Akashic Academy, an oracle card reading, which I like to do periodically. And this being the blue moon, or a time of the full moon is typically a time when we reflect on what's going on in our life and we release what no longer serves us, which is an excellent thing to do. When we learn to check in with ourselves every month, at the full moon, we say, hey, what's no longer serving me? What patterns of belief do I have? What patterns of behavior do I have that are not bringing about the highest good in my life? Taking a look at those things and lovingly releasing them to the universe, as well as taking a look during the new moon time, which is the manifesting time or the planning time or the setting intention time of this cyclical pattern that we observe every month. It's really good to pause during that time and say, what is it that I want to create? What am I wanting to experience in my life? You know, when we use the word create, we think a lot of times you want to manifest a future of some sort, a grand old future. We all want to manifest these grand futures, don't we? But just saying, what do I want to experience, can bring it home in a way that just keeps it a little bit more simple and a little bit more manageable. So during the time of the full moon, that's the time of release, okay? And generally, how we're using that time is to say, what is no longer serving me? I'm going to let it go during this time. This being a full moon in Libra, or the astrological sign of balance, I also want to invite you guys today, and that's what we're going to specifically use this card reading for, is let's take a look at what you've been good at bringing into your life. It's really important that as we're climbing this mountain of enlightenment that we pause and we turn around and we look and see how far we've come. So while I definitely recommend taking a moment today and getting clear on the things that you want to release that no longer serve you, I'm also going to invite you to participate in this card wheel that we're about to do and allow Spirit to bring to your awareness a place where you've made some substantial progress. Okay, so those of you who tuned into the Facebook page and you made your choices already, you guys have already made your choices A, B, or C. If you're tuning into the reveal for the first time and you didn't get to choose a card, I will allow you to get a feel for the cards. So this is card A. This is card B. And this is card C. And just simply notice which card you're resonating with. It may be more than one card that you resonate with. And we are going to allow Spirit to bring through an awareness of places where we're actually doing a good job. And I want you to give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some acknowledgement for moving forward in these areas. As you do, it's like receiving a Jamba Juice boost, right? Anytime we acknowledge something in our life, we get more of it. So by acknowledging it in this space here, you're actually going to receive more of that energy in your life. And I'm also going to ask that through the space of the Akashic Records of the collective of everyone here, whether you're watching it now or you're watching it 2 months from now, the now present moment that you are watching this, you are participating in the collective energy of everyone here. So I'm going to take just a moment to open the Akashic Records of the group who is here, whether it doesn't matter at what point in linear time that you're watching, and ask that we get a healing energy coming in each of these areas. Not only are we getting awareness in these areas, but we're getting another layer of healing to continue moving forward in these specific areas of our life, okay? So I'm just going to take a moment here, tuning in. There are lots of ways to open the Akashic Records. I teach my students a particular protocol, a particular ceremonious ritual to do to open the records. But we find that once we have moved through the initiation process of understanding and connecting with this realm, regularly, we find that we're never disconnected. So I'm just taking a moment to tune my energy in, calling for the ancestors, the ascended masters, the teachers, the loved ones, all guides, all angels, all beings that vibrate to the frequency of unconditional love or higher, here to hold space for shifting growth in the highest good of everyone involved here today, in this now moment, to come forward, to anchor and hold this space, and to amplify the healing and the shifting energy that will be coming through during this reveal. So be it and so it is. Okay. All right, so for those of you who chose card A, your intuition, that's a good one, right, has been growing lately. And it may still need to grow some more, but good job for the growth that you've already been doing. This also says trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. So any of you, excuse me, who would like to receive even more energy, even more of a boost in your ability to trust in the universe, to bring about your highest good, to trust in yourself and the intuitive messages that are coming in. Many times we all start to feel intuitive messages come in, but learning to trust them can be an interesting part of the process for us, we'll say. Your awareness is growing. The guidance around you, the beings that are coming in to assist you are growing as well. See, in the space of the records, we have ascended masters, we have teachers, which are light beings who are lesson specific. They come and go as we're learning different things in our life. Then we have our loved ones who have passed, our ancestors, we have spirit guides, we have guardian angels. But the teachers, it's important to bring awareness that we have certain light being teachers that come and go. And the guidance, your teachers, are growing in number because you're growing and the things that you're learning are growing. So I'm just going to ask right now for any of you who would like a boost in your intuitive centers, specifically that's the third eye, that's where the center of intuition is, where we receive messages and we receive that ability to communicate back and forth. If you would like more of that, I'm just going to ask you, gaze into this image right now. I'm going to use my own being, asking for assistance in amplifying this energy to each and every one of you. All you have to do is open to receive it. Breathing it in. Good job. And that's all you need to do. Okay, so for those of you who chose card B, here's where Spirit would like you to give yourself a little pat on the back. All right? Action. In taking action, whether it's just choosing to move out of a lower vibrational state, just choosing like, you know what, I'm tired of being depressed. I'm tired of being negative. I'm tired of the effects of everyone when I complain too much. Just moving out of those states of lower vibration is a powerful display of action in our lives. Of course, there are many different ways that we show that we're in action, that we're in movement. Maybe you've started working on a project. Maybe you have physically moved. I know since the time of the eclipse last summer, the big solar eclipse, many light workers have found themselves relocating, having a physical move to a different geographical location. This also talks about our perseverance, making sure that we are continually moving forward and persevering in the things that we want to accomplish in our life. This is a good job, Spirit saying, way to go, giving you 2 thumbs up, okay, on your motivation. Your discipline as well. You're getting better at your discipline. Of course, we know that the process of walking the journey of enlightenment, discipline is necessary because we've got to meditate. And meditating every day, if you're not a meditator, can require some discipline to work into your daily routine. So good job. Even if you're making baby steps in this area, you are making progress. And it's time for you to acknowledge yourself for making progress. Now, anybody who would like some assistance and some more shifting in this area of action, I'm just going to, again, ask that you gaze into this card right now. I'm using my chakras and my intuitive centers to amplify this energy. So just open to receive, giving your permission to receive. Make sure that you're not holding your breath while you're taking in this transmission. Good job. And it's as simple as that. Good job. And by the way, you are welcome to take in the transmission from each and every one of these cards. Even if you chose one in particular and you're like, ooh, but I really want to take in the energy of A, go for it. There are no rules that say you can't take in what you want to take in. If you notice that your being is wanting it, open and receive it. Okay, number 3. C. If you picked card C, Spirit would like to acknowledge that you are healing your inner child, which is awesome, by the way. I did my weekly show with my partner, Coach Nick at the Akashic Academy, all about healing the inner child. This has been coming up all week long. It's very, very important. And if you did not catch the replay of that show, I invite you to make sure that you watch the replay of that show, because we do a live healing activation, a releasing actually of the inner child. And every week on my show, the Akashic Show with Coach Nick, not only are we talking about a particular subject, but we're doing some kind of an activation as well, so that we can all not only cerebrally process, but we can actually take that shift into our energetic field, into our magnetic field. Okay, so Spirit would like to acknowledge you for doing some healing work on your inner child, for being more playful, all right? For being lighthearted, for allowing yourself to experience wonder. We tend to get very rigid as we become adults, and wonder becomes something that is more and more difficult to experience. So good job, good for you for experiencing the wonder that is all around us. Be in a continual state of awe, being awe-inspired, and see what begins to happen in your life. Your life will transform, bada bing, bada boom, slam bam, thank you, ma'am, done. You'll wake up and you'll be like, dang, how did I get here? It's going to feel like you're in a totally new world when you allow yourself to experience awe. Now, if you would like more shifting and releasing and growing of your inner child, I'm going to, again, use my own being to amplify those frequencies, as well as the help of the masters, teachers, loved ones, and guides who are here with us. Amplifying your ability to receive, should you choose to receive. Just asking that any blocks that are standing in the way from you feeling comfortable to being more connected with that inner child and embracing more playfulness, ask that those be gently brought to the surface for you to understand and release. Again, not holding your breath. Breathing and receiving that transmission. Good job. Excellent work. We all need to stop at points along our journey and take a look, take inventory of where we've been, and give ourselves props for doing a really good job. Again, my name is Emily Harrison, and I'm really excited because at the Akashic Academy, we have a quarterly magazine, and the next edition of the Akashic magazine will be hitting the download airwaves tomorrow. So I invite you to make sure that you connect with us at askyourrecords.com. If you are not part of our email list, then hop on that email list, because one of the things that you get when you're a part of the email list is first access to the Akashic magazine. Over 54 pages of metaphysical goodness is what Coach Nick called it yesterday on the show. We have articles from really, really profound people in this awakening industry. My good friend Steve Nobel contributed an article. We've got articles about feng shui. We've got articles about diamond dowsing. So I invite you to make sure that you get your free download of the Akashic magazine by going to askyourrecords.com. Again, the new edition is going to drop tomorrow, April 1st. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful April 1st, a happy Easter, and a wonderful blue moon. Happy full moon tonight, and I will be seeing you guys again soon. Namaste.